Hello everyone, welcome to my video guide to hands. So first of all, what are hands? Hands are the things that extremes of your arms. They can be used to grab stuff or punch stuff or other things. Um, yeah, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, hands are one of the three archetypes that are comprised in the ever so popular hat deck, which gave its name to the ensuing format from 2014, which was comprised of hands which just summoned themselves from deck and popped monsters in back row when they were destroyed, artifacts which sit in your back row and when they're destroyed, they can pop other back row or monsters, and trap tricks which get your traps from your decks so your opponent will feel like, oh no, I have to pop these traps with MST, but then they'll pop an artifact, and oh, that's where the trouble begins, isn't it? Um, but in Duel Links, we don't have the good artifacts, and we don't have any of the good trap tricks either. And as far as hands go, well, you'll see. So let's take a look at all the hands that we have. We have Fire and Ice Hand, which are pretty cool, honestly. They have the shared effect that when they are destroyed either by battle or by card effect, they get to pop respectively a monster and a back row, and then they summon the other guy from deck. Which is cool. It's not a once per turn. This is a when effect, so it can miss timing. And the effect to summon the other guy from deck is optional. So even if you don't have another target in the deck, you can still pop a monster or back row, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, we only have one fire hand in Duel Links for some reason. Konami really doesn't want you to target destroy monster during the damage step, even though Matty the Bug has been in the game for very long, which is silly. So I guess if you're gonna be playing this deck, you have to play 2 to 3 ice hands and well one fire hand until we get another one. Then there's Magic Hand, it's bad. It's definitely not worth playing unless you're playing a Pure Hands deck, and we'll discuss the Pure Hands deck. In theory, it's really cool. Wow, you get to make your opponent discard the Necros that they just searched, or the Void Feast that they just searched, or the World Legacy Secret that they just and do a little bit of burn damage. In practice, this is an 800 attack monster that you need in attack position that does absolutely nothing. So yeah. Prominence Hand. It's a free special, but only if you're playing like a pure hands deck. So if this is the case, and we're gonna talk about the pure hands deck, definitely probably should need to run a couple of these so you can make an easy rank 4. You know what I'm saying? And then the Thunder Hand, which is not in the game, but look at it. It's really, really good. If a monster with 1600 original attack or defense, which includes all the hands except Prominence, is destroyed by battle or card effect, um, this card special summons itself from the hand or grave and then pops a card on the field without targeting. Um, it's awesome. It's really good. It's not in the game, and chances are it's never coming. But it would make the deck so much better if it was. Um, so yeah, that's all the hands that are in the game. This one isn't. And that's a deck list that I made with these hands. Um, so the reasoning behind this is we're playing the starter hand skill, and the starter hand skill says 2 cards out of Magic Hand, Fire Hand, Ice Hand, and Prominence Hand will be in your starting hand. That's a lot of hands. And this skill will only activate if you begin the duel with a deck that follows the following conditions. You have more monsters than back row in the deck, and you have one of each end. Sorry. So to this aim, we are playing 3 Descendants, which can be discarded for Necro Valley. What I say Descendants, all weird. We have 2 of the Archfiend Eccentric, which does count as a monster for the purpose of this skill. And then we're playing a bunch of Disruptive back row, Pots of Duality to search it, the 1 Necro Valley, and a bunch of cool rank 4 options as well, including Giant Hand, which is right there. So the idea is optimally you're going to open either Fire or Ice or Magic with Prominence, and then you can immediately make Giant Hand with potentially Necro Valley up with Book of Moon, with maybe one of these traps, which is pretty decent on paper. In reality, this deck is bad because nobody's afraid of Giant Hand in 2022. Come on. Pros and cons of the deck. Was just talking about that. On paper, it's a pretty decent control deck that is kind of consistent thanks to the skill and the dualities and stuff. And on paper, it's like a decent rank 4 toolbox anti-meta pick, which is what I like in Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Dino Rabbit. Um, in reality, it's a deck that can really struggle when it doesn't get to go first. It's a deck that often doesn't win by battles, so you'll lose a lot of life points running your hands into bigger monsters just to get pops. Magic Hand is fucking garbage, and unless you open it with exactly prominent sand, it's bad. And Giant Hand is not all that impressive. It's a 2000 attack monster in 2022 when everyone just makes 2000 plus attack monsters with such ease. Even Salamangreat can do that. It's a pretty slow deck overall. I feel like the ends in general are better off played in a side engine in a deck that maybe doesn't rely on normal summons or only does normal summons and is just very anti-meta oriented rather than being the main focus of the deck as I've made this deck be. But yeah, I still think this could be an interesting look at hands. So yeah, thanks you for watching. This was a pretty short video. But there's not a lot to say about the hands, unfortunately. This is a Yumi. This is a picture of Yumi, and my hand is in there. So this is in the theme of the video. Yumi is, of course, as you can see, very happy and well treated. And yeah, I should probably post more pictures of Mako. I don't know. I'm probably gonna make a poll to ask you which of my two cats you prefer. I love them both equally. Uh, but yeah, I'm dragging this video as long as possible to stretch it out, and really I'm not gonna make it a 10-minute mark, but I just wanted to use this chance to chat with you a little because well, there's not much else to be said. So don't forget to like and comment the video and maybe suggest stuff that you would like to see next, preferably recent stuff. I have a couple of videos I'm going to be uh, still working on and publishing over the course of the next weeks, even though I'm going to be leaving and not working on more videos because I'll be spending time with family and stuff. But yeah, I'm still going to post some pre-made videos that I've scheduled here and there. So yeah, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe and take care of yourselves is what I wrote, and it's very important that you always do what's best for you and enjoy your holidays. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.